This game starts off with a jump scare like the letter did. Azure, I'm coming for your ass. I'm letting you fucking know right now. I am coming for your ass. All right, let's go. Ooh. Oh, I like how, okay, the little, kind of like a breathing, like slowly coming in and out. It's my first night shift during residency today. Mom and Dad always wanted me to follow in their footsteps to become a specialist. Mom was a pediatrician and Dad was a neurosurgeon. Damn, they were smart fucking people. I was about to say only Dad was smart, but Mom was smart too. Pediatrician, I ain't nothing to you know, sneeze at. Is that the correct word? Correct saying? I don't know. I followed their wishes and got accepted. Oh, you followed their wishes, of course. And got accepted to residency, but all I wanted is to get a good night shift. That's, okay, I'm gonna be honest, that's never gonna happen. I've watched vlogs, heard stories about night shifts. That ain't it. You always constantly understaffed. For some reason, the patients are just out of control. I don't know what it is. And shit's just not getting done. Again, you're understaffed is probably one of the issues, but you know. I can't say I had high expectations for my first night shift in the ICU, but if I didn't know it would be this gloomy, it's the ICU girl. I might have tried to get more than 3 hours of sleep. Damn, what the shit? She's a nurse already. She's a well-seasoned nurse. Only getting 3 hours of sleep? Oh, honey, this thing can get cut down to 2. From the moment I walked through the doors, it felt like I'd stepped into a different world. The lights are dim, the beeping is constant, and the whole atmosphere feels like it's one bad day away from a horror movie. I feel like she's just asking for it at this point. Why would you say that? Okay, but he's kind of hot, though. I found, Satria, who is supposed to be my senior, in the staff room, looking like he just crawled out of a zombie movie. He definitely did. My God, look at those bags. Bro, get some sleep. Go into, like, the break room and sleep. For the love of God. He was practically a zombie with dark circles so deep they could double as eye sockets. His scrubs were a mess, and he had this dazed, hollow look on his face. Bro looks like me with those bags. No, for real. Oh my God. I remember my brother was like shaving my eyebrows because it was like late at night, so I couldn't get them waxed like I usually do. And he I think this was the first time he noticed how like all the bags in my eyes. He's like, "Did you get punched? It looks like you got punched." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. I didn't get punched, but thanks. I'm glad it looks like I got fucked up by somebody." Damn. Good evening, senior. My name is Leah. I know. Drop it. Just be casual with me. Oh, you're the first year resident, right? Ate your dinner already? Yes. Good, you'll need all the extra calories. Anyway, welcome. Oh, that smells so cute. I swear to God, if he dies, it's on motherfucking sight. Satria doesn't give up the seniority vibe, in residency, unlike some of my other peers. I know I had been told that residency is like being part of some medieval hierarchy where you're the lowly maid and everyone else is a noble with their stick up there. Well, you get the idea. But then there's Satria. I mean, the guy actually seemed nice. Yeah, I know, it's almost hard to believe. I'm supposed to do a night round with a junior shift before me. Is it that fucking glasses girl? The one who looks absolutely dead inside and... Oh no. I also... Man, if it is, game over. We're dead. Do you know where they are? Satria blinked at me as if I just interrupted a really dense and really intense daydream. They went home. Of course. What the fuck? Huh? I hate people making us short-staffed more than we already are. He just sounded like he'd been gargling gravel. I wonder if I'd be like that after a year residency. Oh, is everything okay? Anything I can get you? He managed a half-hearted grin that did nothing to reassure me. Nah, just one of those nights. Like, one of those nights every night. Anyway, This means you'll be doing the night rounds with me. Let me explain everything, kid. Listen well, because I'm not repeating anything for you. Okay, who's going to write this down for me? Because I will forget. I have the memory of a goldfish. All right. Here's the deal with night shift. It's a whole different beast. We're understaffed, so it's basically just you, me, and, well, one nurse tonight. Why it's gotta be the weird nurse? Wait, one nurse for the entire ICU? That's not uncommon. He waved his hand as if it was nothing. Who needs nurses when there are residents, am I right? Underpaid residents. True at that. We're stretched thin, it's a bit of a juggling act. The ICU's usually got more hands on deck, but tonight it's a skeleton crew. So expect things to get a little interesting. I glanced around the ICU trying to picture the lone nurse trying to handle everything. That poor nurse, y'all. Azur, why won't I let you send? Hold up, Azur. I just got Azur's message on Twitter. I glanced around the ICU trying to picture the lone nurse trying to handle everything. I'll do my best. Good. If you're lucky, then she will be able to cover all the bases, but don't count on it. We'll need to pitch in whatever we can. So I'd like you to take charge of the patient bells. Oh, this is the bell gameplay. Okay. Patient bell duty? What does that involve? It's exactly what it sounds like. You'll be the one answering the patient's call bells. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Don't put me in charge of people's lives. I can't. Bro. Everyone's gonna die. This entire hassle will be wiped the fuck out. Every time a patient hits the call button, it's your job to respond. It's one of those tasks that gets handed off to the newbies because it's hella boring, but it's crucial. Amazing. I'd already been dreading the prospect of juggling everything, and now I have to deal with constant interruptions from call bells too. Here's how it works. Each patient room has a call button next to the bed. When they press it, the alarm goes off at the nurse's station. Well, it would if we had more than one nurse on tonight. So you'll need to be the one who gets up and checks on them. Understood. All right, Leah, let's do a quick round so you know what you're dealing with tonight. I do like the camera animations. It is very paranormal site. Satria led me through the dimly lit corridors of the ICU. He stopped in front of the main nurse's station and gestured for me to follow as he began his impromptu tour. We started at room 101. This is Angela Liam, 7 years old, recovering from a post-dengue shock syndrome. She's stable, but still needs monitoring. 7 years old. That is so fucked. Sweet kid, but she's been through a lot. As for the pediatric patients, you deal with parents mostly. I peer through the glass window of the room, seeing a tiny figure nestled in her bed, her mom sitting anxiously beside her. That mom's also dead. Everyone in that room is fucking goners. Her mom's seat looks kind of familiar. Familiar? Why is that? What do you mean by familiar? Satria led me to room 104 next. Ooh. Okay, production. Here we have Mrs. Salvina, 47 years old. She's on a ventilator because her liver cancer had metastasized everywhere. Ooh. Her condition is critical, so keep an eye on her. We can't get hold of her family yet, so no DNR. I glanced at the room where a ventilator hissed rhythmically, and Mrs. Salvina lay still. Next, we moved to room 108. Okay. Who the fuck? As we walked past room 108, a loud crash jolted me, followed by the sound of someone or something thrashing like a wild animal. What was that? This is Mr. X. We basically found him on the streets. He's in delirium and pain. We found some injectable drugs in his belongings. Probably OD'd on something. Fuck. Thinks something is crawling inside of him. Azur! Yes! Okay, sick. Turning off phone number verification worked. Welcome, Azur. You made it. You made it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. Satria, if he dies, It's a wrap. Not a wrap on the game. I'm a come for you. Don't spoil it. But just letting you know, he's cute. The cute ones cannot die. I'm letting you know now. Jeez. I think something's calling Simon. A pain in the ass, really. Just try to handle him with patience. No, don't come for it. Morphine every other hour or so. He'll let us know. We're just gonna let him fight his imaginary demons in there until he starts tearing the place apart. Then we sedate him. I know you definitely need to keep this one in check. Oh, that is bolded. Hold the fuck up. Oh, wait. Can you not save? Oh, I can't. It's... I thought... Yo! I thought the warning screen at the very beginning of the game was just telling me, hey, this game uses automatic saves, you know. Like any other visual novel. Not only automatic saves. I didn't connect the dots. Fuck, I was wondering why it made note of that. I was like, okay, and every other visual novel does. Yeah, you guys are fucking evil. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, sir, holy shit. Oh, so keep this guy in check. So whenever possible, talk to him. Finally arrived at room 110. Mr. Joko Moyono, 75 years old. He had diabetic gangrene that caused a septic shock and just had a leg amputation. Oh, septic shock, so awful. Leg amputation, oh my god. Oh, what a trooper. He's in a rough spot and can be a bit grumpy, but he's genuinely manageable. Satria glanced at his watch inside. Shift starts at 9 p.m. and runs until 7 a.m. You've got a mix of serious cases and one that's going to test your patience. Try to keep track of their needs and be ready for anything. Got it. Any tips on how to deal with the patients while I'm at it? Satria gave me a weary look. The usual. Be polite, be efficient, and try not to let them see how frazzled you are. The call bell might seem like a nuisance, but it's there for a reason. Keep an eye on the frequency of the calls. It might give you clues if something's wrong. Thank you. Thank you, Satria, the tutorial. I love you. Okay. So, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gathering here. Always go to room 108. Whenever he calls, go there. Otherwise, we're gonna be dealing with the Tasmanian fucking devil. Coma lady. She seems, she's over here actually. Coma lady. I feel like she won't be able to do the call button unless there's a ghost in there. So I would say, hopefully room 10 and room 110, room 108 and her room don't go off at the same time, because then I'm gonna have to choose which one to go to. I'm not gonna know. I feel like I either avoid her room at all costs or go there whenever it pops up. Maybe not all the time. I don't have extra underwear like that. I'm not prepared. I sent streaming to them members. I hope they'll be here. Yay! If when the artist gets here, I'm definitely gonna yell at them. And by yell at them with love. And if I love yelling at people who did a fantastic job on their games. I just love giving them compliments. So I'll shower everyone with compliments. I should shower you with compliments, is there? I made you feel old earlier by saying, yeah, I played Fantasia when 10 years ago when it first came out, or a few months after it came out. Oh, those were the days when you had to get all your Renpai games from Lemasoft forums. Nowhere else. Oh, what a throwback, huh? My God. Alright, I have to run an ad so I can get disabled pre-rolls. Sorry, guys. He paused as if considering whether to add more. Also, be prepared for the occasional strange requests. It's the ICU after all. People and things here are not usually in the right state in mind. What do you mean? You'll see. I'll see. Why don't you fucking tell me what I'm gonna be looking out for? Satria looked like he was about to collapse on the spot. Just do your best, kid. Kid, you're older than me, no? Or you're into your residency. So I feel like we're not too far apart in age. Hold up, kid? Motherfucking kid? We're all running on fumes, but if we get through it, and if you need anything, we'll get through it. And if you need anything, well, try not to hesitate. Almost forgot. Still working at a night, so you try to answer the patient bells as fast as I can. It's time. I'm gonna be stressing. Timed, and I have to decide where I'm gonna go. Any call might be someone's life and death. Oh my fuck. No shot. I mean, you can't just undo your mistakes in real life, right? This game isn't... What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? Wait, what if I try to load? Is something gonna happen if I try to load the game during the gameplay? And, well, I can do this, but I'm assuming the rollback won't work after I make a call choice, right? I think y'all thought of everything, if that's the case. Yo, I am scared. Dude. Also, hi, Bullet, how are you? I'm doing good, by the way. I'm just streaming some scary visual novels for today. Vibing, you know, as I usually do with my Garfield pillow pet, by the way. We ordered that shit back in January and got it in June. Happy Pride. As Satria shuffled off to the doctor's call room, he moved so listlessly that it was like he was gliding through the shadows. Seriously, that guy looked like he was part of the decor. I bet that's gonna be me after a year. I made my way to the nurse's station towards the patient bell call. Damn. Saying, why is she looking at me like that, like I pissed in her fucking Cheerios? The nurse on duty, who had been introduced to me as part of the skeleton crew. You just finished midterms? Hell yeah, congratulations. You definitely deserve the break. Midterms are ass. I'm so glad to be done with school, that I don't have to worry about midterms. I don't have to worry about exams. I don't have to worry about state tests. The last time I took a state test was in, oh my god, high school. And I'm so glad I never had to do that shit again. Hated state tests. Hated. Standardized tests suck. She looked up as I approached. My first impression was that her face was so pale she almost blended into the back. Everyone's just a core to you, huh? Hello? I'm Leah, the new resident. Just checking in. What's your name? Oh. Girl, did you just come out of the Matrix? What was that? She sizing me up? She did a Mario jump right there. The nurse didn't respond. Instead, she just stared at me with vacant eyes and nodded. It was as if she was too tired or overwhelmed to offer any kind of greeting. Alrighty then, I'll be around if you need anything, or if there's any news. So that's how she communicates, through jumps. Okay, I gotcha. But nope, no reply, just silent nodding. It was like talking to a very pale, very silent mannequin. Maybe she just doesn't talk. Shit, if I worked in the ICU for this long, I wouldn't talk either. I would be so tired of people. I'll be in and out of rooms taking care of patients. I'm like, all right, I don't want to talk to you. No, Mr. Johnson, don't. I do not want to hear. I do not want to hear your stories from way back in the day. Nope, Scarlett, I do not. No, stop right there. I don't want to talk. I don't need to hear the complaints about the food again. Stop. Or how you don't want to take your medication. You're gonna have to take your medication. You need it to live. No worries, Bull. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. The chill of the room seemed to grow thicker with every second, and the silence was starting to feel like it was pressing in on me. I I turned and headed back towards the patient room, trying not to let the oppressive atmosphere get to me. What was that? Fuck that. Did the lights just flicker? Nah, just my imagination. You do not imagine lights flickering, bitch, unless you're no, you don't imagine that. Who imagines electricity issues? The AC was dark and eerie, and every sound seemed to amplify the sense of unease. I swear to God, I'm about to fight. I swear to God, if a ghost of an ugly-ass ghost tries to run up on me, it's over. Freaking over, dude. It's like Satria and the nurse were just the icing on the cake of this unsettling shift. I took a deep breath and braced myself. I need to brace myself for real. This is gonna be a long night. I stood at the nurse's station, all eyes on the patient bell monitor. It was one of those moments where you try... Hold up. Oh! It's saved there. Interesting? Why did it save there? Is it saved before? Okay, I'm not gonna make any assumptions. Just starting and sharing need a break from the shift. No, I can't blame her. It's already stressful. She's dealing with a cute but like dead on the inside senior. Lights flickering. And the nurse who's just so dead on the inside, she doesn't want to talk to anybody. She's so sick of this job. Like, absolutely sick of it. And I don't blame her. But my gosh. It was one of those moments where you try to pretend you're not staring, but it's impossible to look away. The monitor was supposed to make my job easier, but right now it was feeling like a bad omen. Stop saying these things, girl. Cut it out. Okay, out of nowhere, the first bell rang, not once, but 3 times simultaneously. 3 times? We got 3 people? Oh, 108? Rooms 108 and room 10 were flashing with alarms. Standard fare for ICU, I suppose. But then, room 112, the monitor showed its bell ringing too. Room 12 was empty. Yo! Yeah, I was like, we didn't go to a room 12. What are you talking about? What the fuck is room 12? Oh, I should have went to 108. It's fine. I pressed the intercom button on room 110. I remember it being Mr. Joko Molono's room, the elderly man who recently had his leg amputated. Satria said he was one of the more stable patients, or at least he had been. Hello? His wife's voice crackled through the speaker, soft but urgent. Excuse me, nurse. My husband has a fever. He's not resting well. I'll be right there. I love the cut in there. I made my way to room 110. Damn, it's Santa Claus. Y'all, Santa. I know you had your leg amputated, but do you mind if I sit on the other leg and I tell you what I want for Christmas? I fucked up. I really want Metaphor Refantasio. That'll be sick if you can get me that, Santa. As I entered, the first thing I noticed was how warm the room felt. Stuffy almost. Well, I would say open a window, but I don't know if I want to open a window in the ICU. I don't know if that's a good idea. Mr. Molono was in bed, his face flushed and profusely sweating. He was asleep, but his body was restless, twitching as if something was bothering him even in his dreams. He's being haunted. Good evening, ma'am. I'm Dr. Leah. May I check Mr. Molono's temperature? Please go ahead, doctor. I checked his temperature, definitely a fever. Nothing too alarming, but enough to need attention. Yeah, I mean, if he suffered from septic shock and had to have a leg amputated, a fever is definitely concerning at the very least for someone like him. I reached into my pocket and pulled out a vial of you ain't gonna get me to say that shit right. Paracetamol, preparing to administer it. This will get his fever under control. As I injected the medicine to his IV, I felt the presence of his wife hovering next to me. Oh, she's smiling. Okay, oh, I did good. Mr. Malono seemed like a sweet elderly woman, the kind who reminded you of homemade cookies and knitting by the fireplace. But tonight, something felt off. Maybe it was just my imagination, though. What do you mean? Well, what do you mean by that? She's smiling at me. Please don't. Please! I cannot trust old people or children in these fucking games. I cannot trust these motherfuckers. They're never. I don't know. I don't know what it is about kids and old people and horror. They're just fucked. Always. The kid's always possessed. Or always speaking with demons. And then the elder always tells you about the demons, or they're past victims of the demons, and they're trying to pass the evil on to you. It's like, hey, honey, the world's my oyster. I have a lot of years left. What about you? You're gonna croak any day now. Why are you passing the evil on to me? Holy shit. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I don't think so. Thank you, doctor. I glanced up, beating her eyes. She was smiling, a kind, grandmotherly smile, but there's something strange behind it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I fuck up? I should have went to Mr. X, shouldn't I have? Fuck. Well, maybe she's just worried about her husband. But here's the thing: the fact you're giving me these little hints that she's probably sinister, there's something like ominous about her, probably means I definitely fucked up. Oh no. Of course, you should get better soon. You're very kind, doctor. We're so grateful for everything you're doing. Hey dude, if you need help, let me know, okay? Let me know. Just doing my job, ma'am. Is there anything else you need? No, he's tired, dear. So very tired. Do you want him dead? Like, because he's in so much pain? Pardon? She didn't respond immediately. Instead, she just kept that unnerving smile. She's crazy. Her eyes boring into mine. I checked Mr. Malono's vitals one more time, my hand shaking slightly. His feet were starting to come down. He seemed to be slipping into a more peaceful sleep. I don't like the wording of that. I don't like the wording of that. What? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I don't like the wording. And the room still felt too suffocating, and Mrs. Malono kept smiling, never once moving. She's just the smiling woman. You guys remember the smiling man? This is his wife. Never once moving. He should be fine for now. Just let me know if anything changes. Mrs. Malono said nothing, just nodding silently as I turned to leave. Back the fuck up, you crusty bitch. What the fuck? I'm so sick of old people. God, I could feel her gaze burning into my back. That eerie smile still hanging in the air. Oh. Yo. Yo. So sick of her. The door clicked shut behind me, and I exhaled a breath I didn't realize I had been holding. They just secretly... No, for real, Kai. Always. What's with the old people? No offense, old people. My God. Y'all just... Yo, when y'all are in scary, like, spooky situations, you certainly don't help alleviate anything. Like, shit, bro. What is wrong with my first shift? Everything. You should have just... I don't know if retail would have been better, honestly. I was like, you could go to retail or something, or go somewhere else, but I feel like any other job you can pick up easily is not gonna be any better than this. I feel like it's probably gonna be worse. Because I worked retail, trust me. I've worked retail. I've worked at Dollar Tree. I've worked at a gas station, which is like... It's still customer service. It's not retail, but customer service. I just could not, no. No. Especially Dollar Tree. Oh. Gosh, I wanted to hurl myself into the sun. I rushed back into the nurse station trying to shake off whatever just happened. Again? Bro, let me catch a breather. Okay, I see what the game's doing here. Alright, it's saving right before each call, but not immediately before. I stood at the nurse's station again when the bells for room 104, 103, and 104 all started ringing at once. Not this again. Room 103 was empty, completely and utterly empty. So why the hell was the bell ringing? 104 had Mrs. Salvino, who was unconscious and paraplegic. She couldn't ring the bell even if she wanted to. I glanced at the nurse who was still, you gonna go? Who was still standing there eagerly muted as if the chaos around us didn't even register. What the hell is going on with this night shift? Satria, my ever-reliable senior, just let out a sarcastic laugh. Well, it seems like there's a welcome party for you. As I was about to press the intercom button, I stopped in my tracks, a chill creeping up my spine. That room was empty. No patients, no reason for that bell to be ringing. I turned to Satria, expecting him to react, but he just frowned and shook his head. The room is empty, right? Yeah, it could be. It is. Could be a glitch in the system. Happens sometimes. Should have gone to work at the factory. At a factory? Yeah, no. I mean, at a warehouse or something. I mean, those jobs are still pretty tough, but at least you don't have to deal with the public, you know? His casual tone, I might have a typo this for you, but we fixing typos. No worries. You're all good. His casual tone didn't convince me or him, judging by the way he glanced down the hallway. My heart started to race as I stared into the darkness. You want me to check it out? Knock yourself out. If you see anything spooky, remember to scream so we can all run away. Great, just what I needed, a sarcastic seer at a haunted hospital. I approached room 12 like I was wading through thick fog. When I finally reached the door, I opened it as loudly as possible, almost shouting, "Whoa! Yo, what happened to this room? Excuse me?" The room was pitch black. It's just an empty room. No big deal, just an empty room, possibly haunted room. My hand fumbled for the light switch. When I flicked it on, the lights turned on, revealing nothing. Absolutely nothing. But that room was kind of fucked up in the dark. The room was exactly as it should be, empty, sterile, and completely devoid of life. And yet the call button bell was still ringing, even though there was no one there to press it. Holy shit. I quickly stepped back, slamming the door shut behind me. I hurried back to Satria, and he looked as unimpressed as ever. That bastard. He's a cute bastard, though. Well, he didn't even bother looking up for Mrs. Coffee. There's nothing there. But the bell's still... Satria finally looked at me, his expression darkening just a bit. Just keep an eye on it. Sometimes these things happen. Or, you know, we could just pretend it didn't. Up to you. He didn't elaborate, and I didn't ask. This shift's still a long way to go. Feeling thirsty, I wandered into the doctor's lounge. Satria was already there, leaning against the counter while stirring 2 cups of coffee. He handed me one with a half smirk. Thanks. Hey in there, kid. This is just your first shift. Hey, this is what I signed up for. Easy for you to say. You're one of the blue bloods, aren't you? Everyone knows about you. What was it? Mom's a pediatrician, dad's a nurse. Damn, my name got around. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's a walk in the park. They're always comparing me to them. Tell me how much harder I need to work. I don't even want to be a doctor anyway. What'd you want to be? Tell me. Still, must be nice still having parents who made things so much easier. Wish I had that kind of leg up. My family put everything into getting me here. Now it's on me to make sure it's worth it. Damn expectations. This is the one you were gonna play? Oh, then Grumpy, look away, Grumpy. I don't want to spoil it for you. Look away. Cover those eyes. But thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Nah, it's fine. Okay. Well, how are you doing, Grumpy? Welcome to the stream. We are totally not being haunted by ghosts. Totally not. Well, I guess we're both just trying not to mess it up. Yeah, something like that. I leaned back, taking a longer sip of the coffee, letting the silence sit for a bit. So, why'd you decide to become a doctor? Ooh, what'd you make? Ooh, hold up. Let me look that one up. Ooh, okay. I'll check that one out. Thank you. Thank you. You took part in last year's. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we love recs in here. We love recommendations for sure. Honestly, for my parents, it sounded like I had some big passion for anything. They're not well off, and well, it felt like the only way to give back. Really? Yeah, I mean, they sacrificed so much to get me here. It's on me to make it count. Plus, they're not going to be able to help my sister much longer. What? Your sister? I figured I could chip in with her uni loans when I'm out of residency, you know? Oh. That's... I should have read the rest of that dialogue, because I'm like, is your sister dying? What do you mean? That's... heavy. Yeah, well, it's not like I can quit now. But why emergency medicine? Of all the specialties, you chose the one where people are literally running in and out nonstop. Spirit... Triber? Patty makes breakfast and late night surfing. Late night surfing sounds interesting. Give me internet vibes. Unless it's literally late night surfing. It's like you're just surfing late at night when the tides are the roughest. But no, it's okay. It is surfing through the television rather than the internet. Interesting. I love the art for this one. Ooh, thank you. I'm gonna have to check this one out too. Spirit Driver. Let me check out Spirit Driver. If I can just copy the name rather than the entire message. Spirit Driver. That's not it. Oh, I love the pixel art style. Okay, it's giving me Neo Taxi vibes, only because you're a taxi driver. That's it. You're a taxi driver. That's the only connection there. Which is a game I haven't played, but I haven't played Neo Taxi or Neo Driver, whatever it's called. And Patty makes breakfast. I like the black and white art style here. Ooh. And when it adds color, it pops. It's like, oh, okay, I have to paint. It really does pop. Okay. All right, nice. Yeah, it's not scary. It wasn't scary too, but I kind of have a horror immunity unless it's real life horror, and then it's too real. I feel that. Okay, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I mean, I love horror, but I'm not like totally immune to it. I would say I'm still kind of a little pansy. Just a little bit. Neo Cab, that's the fucking one. I said Neo Driver, Neo Taxi, Neo Cab is it. Bro, I cannot remember game names or whatever. I was close enough though, right? I was. Oh my gosh. I didn't exactly choose it. It was the only one available through the scholarship I got. I had to take what I could get. That's good. You should cover it next. Ooh, okay. Oh, so this isn't your first choice. I mean, it's fine. I don't hate her or anything. But if I'm being honest, it was never really about what I wanted. It was just about making sure I could get through med school without bankrupting my parents. My nose itches. My nose is always itching. It's like, a lot of times when I stream, my nose just starts to itch and it makes it seem like I take like nose candy or something. Trust me, I don't. I don't, guys. Satria stretched a bit before grabbing his things. Dude, don't leave. I cannot be by myself. Anyway, I better get back. The nurse seemed inexperienced. Just before he left, he paused at the door and looked back at me. Residency's brutal, kid. There's still some time to leave if you don't want to be here. I'm gonna do that right fucking now. I'm gonna jump out that window and roll and get on out of here. I'm not gonna do this shit. Hang in there, okay? Before I could respond, he gave me a small smile and disappeared down the hall. Oh, shit. Bring. The clock struck midnight and the ICU erupted into chaos. Every damn bell on the intercom was ran out like crazy. I turned to Satria, his face just as pale as mine. What's happening? I have no freaking idea. It's like this whole damn place is losing it. The ringing bells drowned out our voices, and I was struggling to speak. I felt the urge to run, but from what? From my helpless patients? Then I noticed the nurse, who hadn't spoken a word since we started. Is this a drill? Oh, now she's fucking speaking. Oh, so she was human after all. Thank God. A drill at this goddamn hour? The nurse took a step back, looking ready to faint. I don't know. I'm a new employee, too. Nobody told me about this. Leah, just press the button. Huh? Just enter any intercom. Maybe it'll stop? Roger that. Okay, I was advised. I did get advised one thing. To press that button. Press button 110 when everything was blinking. I did get that hint from a friend who played this game. And now we're gonna see what happens. I pressed the intercom button at room 110. Room 110, what's going on? My husband is in pain, doctor. Please come immediately. Bitch! I just got there. The ghosts need their gel. Oh yeah. Well, what kind of gel do you think ghosts eat? Do you think they have like a particular favorite flavor, or they just take anything? I hurried to room 110. Mr. Blueberry. Boo for the pun. Boo! Boo! No puns in this chat. Mr. Malono lay in bed, his face contorted in agony, beads of sweat glistening on his forehead. He's not fully conscious yet. I rushed to his side and quickly checked his vitals. Double blueberry surprise. Oh my God. Hang in there, sir. I'm going to give you something for the pain. Oh, thank goodness you arrived quickly. Yes, ma'am. As I administered the medication, I noticed something. Oh, this fucking good! Oh, the senile bitch. And Mrs. Valuno sat at the foot of the bed, a serene smile on her face. But her feet weren't touching the ground. Alright, let's get back to that. Alright. No, I'm back. No way. I had to like blow my nose. Hello, light. Damn, okay. Oh, that light's too bright. Maybe I have to turn it down. Hold on. I forgot to unpause the recording. YouTube audience. We're too busy giving the drugs to the old dude to run. We're frozen in place as this levitating bitch is staring at us. That's all you missed. You just like realized the dialogue. Anyway, I quickly finished my job and god damned it, the syringe fell to the floor. Run! Run! As I bent out to retrieve it, I was face to face with her smelly, funky feet. I wasn't just dreaming. She wasn't just standing there, she was floating. Can you not? Oh, fuck. Or odorless? They can't hold bacteria that would make it smell. Don't worry. I can I can see how I can. Here's the thing, they're so bad looking though. I can practically smell them. That's how I'm gonna explain that. High five the ghost. Hell no. Grumpy, hell no. I ain't five no ghosts. Unless that was Danny Phantom or something. Shit. Otherwise, I ain't high fiving no ghost. Or unless it was Sissel from Ghost Trick. I'll be high fiving that ghost any day of the week. But nope. No, not this guy. Not this hag. I like how we're just like having a staring contest. You know, she's chilling. She's just chilling. The meds are in his system now. He should be all right. I'm just gonna go now. Her smile widened. Did you leave because you're done or because you've noticed me? The room felt a lot cold and shadows deepened in the corners as if they were reaching out to grasp me. Somehow there were cracks in the wall. I couldn't move a muscle. Mrs. Molyono, I think you should. Do you see me? Bitch. Here's my thing. Now she is less chill. No, she is less chill. What is wrong? Yo, I've been seeing you. I saw you earlier. You didn't see anything. Didn't say anything. Panic surged through me. I turned to the door, desperate to escape. I have to go. Yo, what's going on with this hospital? Don't come out that fucking door. Okay. Some people can't help it. First rule, ghost. Don't acknowledge the ghost. With one last frantic glance at Mr. Molyono, whose pain expression mirrored my own horror. Ooh, is his wife causing the pain? Oh, yo, ayo, painting all these walls is gonna take too long. Yeah, shit, we're gonna have to go to Home Depot tomorrow, and it's gonna be like a week-long endeavor. I think the wife was just trying to get help, maybe, but she didn't have to look at me like that. Show all her teeth. Show off them dentures. With one last frantic glance, I bolted from the room and slammed the door shut behind me. As I sunk back into the oddly darkened hallway, I suddenly heard soft, whispering voices still sent chills racing down my spine. Mrs. Molyono. You should know. One of you is just like me. Yo. I didn't get a chance to read the dialogue! Instead of me, please let it be me. Please let me be the ghost. Their darkness hides secrets, my dear. One of you is pretending to be alive, just like I once was. Hey, yo, sorry, to be honest, the game is loosely based on actual events working at the hospital. What hospital did you fucking work at? What? Seriously, I want to do some ghost stuff. Ma'am, I said personal bubbles exist. Back up. She ain't gonna back up. Oh, God. Where is this hospital? Can I meet some ghosts? I slowly shuffled back toward the nurse's station, trembling. You know what this reminds me of? Not the, like, it's just the setting and, like, ghost haunting a hospital, which there's a Wii game called The Calling, I believe it is. It's very interesting. It's a Wii game. It's very interesting how it worked mechanically, with its gameplay mechanics, because, like, the phone calls come through the Wii remote and such, but, it was very interesting. I just happened, I don't know why, like, very small detail, like, very, like, you know, small details, very simple details. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of that game. I want to be Ghost, but on a budget. Ghost on a budget. Ghost Adventures. Shot. They go to Indonesia. Just go to a hospital. You worked at some old hospitals. Yeah, go to an old hospital in Indonesia and report back, guys. Tell me your horror stories. I slowly shouldered back toward the nurse's station, trembling. Girl, you were doing more than trembling right there. Who could it be? The nurse? Satria? I'm alive, aren't I? Or maybe Mrs. Moyono was just trying to scare me. Okay, we gotta go to room 108. That dude is upset. 3 bells ring out at once. Room 108, room 101, room 105. I groaned. Room 108 was Mr. X, whose goodness son was crawling under his skin. Find haunted hospitals near me. Horror Tinder. Yeah, just meet up with some ghosts. Click up with some. Have a little kiki with some ghosts. Room 101, Angela and her famous Tic-Tac famous mom. Her Tic-Tac famous mom. Oh, so that's where we recognize her from. TikTok. Or Tic-Tac, I should say. With the mysterious knocking. And room 105 empty. Perfect. Okay. Go to 108. I pressed the intercom button on room 108. Good evening, sir. It's Dr. Leah. What's going on in there? A long, unsettling silence. I don't like how the track's now fucked up. I love the attention to detail, though. I love games that do that. It's like, take something you're familiar with and twist it to make it creepy. I love it when horror does that. I love it so much. Broken by the only humming of ventilators. I was about to repeat myself when a garbled voice came through the speaker. She's inside me. His voice cracking with pain and something else. Fear, maybe? Her hands scratching, trying to get out. I swallowed hard, trying to keep my tone professional. Sir, there's nothing under your skin. You're just experiencing a symptom of your condition. No. His voice was louder now, frantic. I could hear the sound of him thrashing in his bed, the bed frame creaking under the force. You don't understand. It's her. Her nails. I can feel them. Digging. Sir, just breathe, okay? I'm coming in to check on you, but you have to you have to stay still, alright? No reply, just a wheezing laugh crackled through the intercom, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Sir, you just need a poop. He really just needs to take a shit. Give him some laxatives. Maybe he's constipated as well. I reached the door to room 1-8, bringing the sedatives with me. Suddenly, everything was eerily quiet. Groggily, I glanced down the hallway, hoping to ask for assistance from Satria or the nurse, but I was alone. I took a deep breath, steeling myself as I pushed open the door to room 108. Yo! Oh, Jesus! I told you to stand still! I should have let Satria take this one. Miss Rex was thrashing violently, face contorted in agony. Sir needs a blanket! His hands were clawing his own skin, scratches covering his arms where he tried to dig out whatever he believed was inside him. Help! Please! Please, get her out! I can't take it anymore! Oh, God, I'm just gonna sedate you, sir. It'll help with the pain, but you have to let go, alright? As I reached for a syringe, he grabbed my wrist with surprising strength. Yo! Let go! Let go! She's in me! Her nails cutting through. She's going to crawl out of me and into you. She'll tear us all apart. His grip tightened. Sorry, misgendered. His grip tightened, and for a moment I could almost feel it. A sharp, cold scratch just beneath my own skin, like nails sticking through flesh. My stomach turned, but I forced myself to stay calm. I had to. It was just a delusion. It's just the drugs. It's just paranoia. I injected the sedative into his IV, and Mr. X's breathing slowed, his thrashing subsiding as the sedative took effect. But even as his eyes flooded shut, he kept whispering to himself. Oh, damn, he's out. She's coming. Who the fuck do you mean she? I know. She? I backed out of the room trying to calm my trembling hands. But then... What do you mean? As I stared down the hallway, something stopped me in my tracks. Oh, hell no. Not the fucking chorus. The butt ghost is just a giant ass with legs running through the hospital, running through the halls. It was faint at first, a soft, melodic hum that seemed to trip through the stillness. Oh no, it's a ghost that haunts your ass. Oh, okay. Why hadn't we just quit yet or called police? And we should have, just, honestly, fuck quitting. Don't just run out of this hospital and never look back. That's technically quitting, but you're not gonna announce it to the world. It's like, I don't have time to put in paperwork. I don't have time to even say the words. I'm out. Who the heck is singing at this hour? Oh, you know, the dead children, the dead church choir. I paused, my ears straining to catch it. The sound grew clear and my blood ran cold. What is the... God. Pisidinhan was singing. Let me look that up. Pisidin. Oh, a Pisidin is an Indonesian female solo singer who sings with a gamelan? Gamelan? Oh, okay. It's a bunch of percussive instruments. Oh, fuck. She's more afraid of her parents than she is a ghost. I feel like that might about to change very, very soon. The voice was haunting, laced with the sorrow that seeped into my bones. And if that was enough, there was a distant click of a gamelan orchestra began to play along with her. Excuse the fuck me, what was that? Oh, I can't roll back. The hell's going on? It was coming from Mr. X's room. It couldn't be from his phone or TV. Yep, you're dishonored. Yeah, no, for real. My God. The Pisidin's voice was so close. It was like she was standing right behind me. Because she was saying directly into my ear. I half expected to feel her cold breath on my neck. She's coming. And then, just like that, the music cuts off. Everything fell to a silence so thick it was suffocating. Maybe I just had too much coffee. That's it. Yo, caffeine doesn't do that to you. I would know. I've had a lot of caffeine, mainly soda, but you know what I'm saying. I rushed back into the nurse station trying to shake off whatever just happened. The bells ring again. I'm gonna go back to room 110. I should. Or maybe should I try another room? Oh, fuck it. We're always gonna go to... No, maybe... Should I have went to room 110? That bitch isn't there. Shit, well, we gotta live with it. Oh, well. I pressed the intercom button on room 110. Room 110, what's going on? Can you check my husband? One moment, I'll be right there. Hello. What's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? When I stepped inside, the familiar unsettling sight of Mrs. Molino greeted me. Yeah, I like how now you're trying to pretend now. I do wonder, though, if you didn't see the previous event in room 110, would you get this variation of the scene? Would you see this? I'm asking you, Azir, actually. Since you're here, you're able to answer this question for me. If I didn't get the previous scene in here, would I be seeing this version of her? I would assume no. But I would like an answer. I would like to just be 100% sure. Only that this time she looked ghostly. Her feet were still completely off the floor, just hovering. I swallowed hard, pushing the fear and unease. No, you would not see it. Oh, fuck! I love that. I love that. Good. That was good thinking on your part. Like, it wouldn't make narrative sense for her to be a ghost if you didn't see the previous scene. And uneased down as best I could. Oh, your husband's vitals seem stable and he's recovering well. Thank God. I was so afraid. I don't think I could ever leave him. You might want to. He looks like he's suffering. Her voice quivered, and for a moment I could almost forget she was a ghost. It was just a woman clinging to the memory of the man she loved. I died of cancer just 3 months ago. It wasn't quick. It dragged on. Took everything from me. Because you wouldn't have found out she was. If he died, wouldn't he just join her? Well, the reason a lot of the time what people are ghosts is that they're unable to move on. They're holding on to something in the real world, in the living. That makes them not be able to move on. For her, I'm theorizing it's the pain that she felt while she was still alive. Like she said she had cancer, and she had to endure for a very long time. It was painful. It wasn't quick. And if you had cancer, or you need somebody who had cancer, shit fucking sucks. I can only imagine how it must be when it's fucking terminal. And then of course, the one she loves the most is still alive, and now he's in pain. She wants to be there with him, but she might be causing him pain just by being there. Ghost stuff, woo! Yeah, can't. I'm so sorry, Grumpy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, cancer is awful. Fuck cancer. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck cancer. I had a fan member of mine have cancer, and it took their life as well, and it was just horrendous. I'm glad your grandma beat cancer, and I'm sorry that she's also gone, but she was able to leave on her own terms. That's good. I feel like that's like how everybody wants to go, is like out on their own terms, whatever those terms may be. I take part in the Terry Fox run for every cancer research every year. It's a Canadian thing. Nice! That's awesome. Hell yeah. I stood there silent, unsure of what to say. We wanted kids. But when it became clear that wasn't gonna happen, I thought he would leave. Oh, he never did. He said he married me for me, not for children. That's what he told me. Oh my god! I can see why she stuck around. Yo, Don Patapon? Is that Don? The visual novelty? Oh, yo, we love Don in this house. Google Terry. I will definitely Google that after the stream. Thank you, Grumpy, for the suggestion. Oh, my dearest. When I got sick, he took care of me every single day. Never complained, never once made me feel like a burden. He was always my rock right until the very end. That's so sweet. Oh my god, now he's all alone. I should have been there for him, but instead he's left all alone without me. Don't feel bad. What could have you done? You don't feel, man. All I want now is to repay him for everything, just to make sure he's all right. That's so heartbreaking. That's all I need before I can finally let go. See, I told you something is keeping her here, and it's him. She wants to see him better. Oh, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do, y'all? What rich person do we have to call to make him feel better? To take care of all of his treatments? As I stood there, still trying to process everything, Mrs. Mulyono's ghostly figures floated a little closer. Oh, Jesus. Doctor, can you promise me something? Promise me you'll make sure he gets better. I hesitated. There was no way I could make that kind of promise. Healing wasn't something I could guarantee. I can't promise he'll get better, but I can promise you that I'll do everything I can. I'll give it my hardest. That's the best I can do. For a moment, she didn't say anything, just looked at me. That's good enough for me. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. suddenly warm. The bright lights surrounded her. It wasn't like the usual eerie glow that accompanied her before. It was softer, more peaceful. I watched as she slowly faded into light, her form dissolving into nothingness. Oh, she was gone, just like that. Oh, fuck, he's awake. I know! How did I know? How did I know she was she was perhaps the reason he was in pain as well. Ghost things. It wasn't her, it was just ghost things. I then heard a groan from the bed. Mr. Moyono was waking up. He looked around confused. Doctor, what's going on? I had the strangest dream. You're fine, Mr. Moyono. Your anesthesia is wearing off. Sat so. I jumped on my wife. She was here with me. Oh, that wasn't a dream, dude! But she's dead, Doctor. Could I be hallucinating? Was that the sedative? Or sedative? Or it's the drugs you gave him? Perhaps. We did give him a ton of drugs today. I felt a lump in my throat, but I smiled back at him and shook my head. As I turned to leave, Mr. Moyono's voice stopped me. Thank you for everything, I hope. I hope my wife can see how well you're all taking care of me here. I paused for a moment, glancing toward the empty space where Mrs. Moyono had only been moments ago. Holy shit, I wonder what would happen if we didn't know she was a ghost. I'm sure she knows. The bell rings again. I pressed the intercom button on room 101, half expecting something out of a horror movie to greet me. Instead, Angela's mom's voice crackled through the speaker. Oh, she's pretty. Dr. Angel's IV drip is running out. Could you come and replace it? I'll be right there. I believed that it was something rather straightforward. Finally, I grabbed the fresh IV bag and made my way to the room. Damn, girl. But as soon as I walked in, the atmosphere felt off. Not again. Angela's mother, Mrs. Liam, was standing by the window, her expression a mix of worry and something else I couldn't quite describe. Her daughter seemed to be asleep peacefully in her bed. Excuse me, Miss Liam, I'm Dr. Leah. I'll be placing your daughter's IV drip. Doctor, wait, I'm sorry to trouble you, but there's been knocking on the window. It's been happening for a while now, but when I look, there's no one there. Probably just the wind, ma'am. She just looked back at me. Or I could check for you. No, I ain't going near no fucking window. I moved to the window, opening the curtain and peering out into the darkness. Nothing. I'm not about to get grabbed. No, 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 no. Just the faint reflection of the room behind me and the dark sky beyond. I shook the latch just to make sure and it was securely locked. I swear to God, if a fucking face pops up here, it's on sight. It's safe, ma'am. Nothing out there. She just gave me an easy smile as I started to replace the IV drip. Something about her tugged at the back of my mind. You know, you can just go out the window, right? I could go out the window. Hello. Hi, William. How you doing? Digging the Garfield wave. Digging the Garfield wave. Emote. Hell yeah. How you doing, William? Oh, this one killed me personally. Like, actually, or the story, the trauma killed you. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? She gave me an uneasy smile as I started to replace the IV drip. Something about her tugged at the back of my mind. Don! What do you mean? Why are you smiling like the guy from Hot Ones? Don's actually dead. Yeah, Don's actually dead and a ghost. I feel like I've seen her before, yeah, on the Tic Tac. The Tic Tac Patty Whack. Are you on social media or something, Mrs. Liam? Your name is familiar. Yes. I am a Tic Tac model, Veronica Liam. I see. She didn't respond, just turned back to the window. I swear to God. Ghosts use the internet. Why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, if we go on Ghost Tinder, I'm pretty sure we can find fucking Casper and his stupid family on there. The rest of his cousins or whatever their names are. She was holding her left wrist, and for a moment I thought I saw some bruising marks on them. What? Excuse me? Do you want to talk? No, excuse me? They finished up with the IV. The unease in the room seemed to thicken. Seems like I shouldn't have asked. Just press the bell if you need anything else. Angela's mom nodded again, but her gaze remained fixed on the window. It's as if she was waiting for something or someone that wasn't there. I quickly left the room, sighing to myself. The bells ring again. I press the intercom for room 1A, and the sound of Mr. X retching immediately filled the speaker. His voice, even more frantic and broken than before, cut through the noise. She's out! Pardon? She's out, but I can still hear her. She's here! Help! Sir, I'll be there in a... Arg? Sir? You hear it too, don't you, Doctor? Oh, fuck.
Oh, here's the singing again.
As I listened, something else crept in. Something familiar. Now you have to change his bed pattern. Yeah, I do. Fuck. Piston's song, soft at first, like a lullaby from hell, getting louder and closer with each second. The song drowned out Mr. X's screaming. The hairs on my neck stood on end as her voice wounded through the static. Fucking back up. It inched closer and closer until it felt like it was right here in the nurse station instead of Mr. X's room. I can't do this alone. I bolted toward room 108, dragging the new nurse with me despite her protests. Yeah, personal space, man. We've been asking for personal space. Yeah, hell to not. Your breath stinks. Yeah, there's at the very beginning of the game, there is a flash warning. There is a content word for flashing lights. Apologies. Eerie wails from a sex still echoed in my ears as we rushed down to the dimly lit hallway. When we burst into the room, the bed was empty. Is he in the fucking ceiling? I heard stories about patients being in the ceilings. The song had also stopped. Sir? I looked to the window, but it seemed like it was jammed shut. Over there! There's pointed to Mr. X cowering under the bed, his wide eyes glinting with terror. Sir, what are you doing under there? I knelt down, trying to get to see him better. Oh, Kia? Before I could get an answer, the nurse beside me let out a blood-curdling scream. She stumbled back, clutching her foot, eyes wide with fear. Doctor, something's scratching me. Yo. It's under the floor scratching me, yeah. Can we see him under the bed? Yeah, you can't see him under the bed. The scratching, that's horrible feeling from her was back, and it just wasn't in my head. The nurse felt it too. Whatever was down there, it wasn't done with us yet. Yo, get a priest. But helping Mr. X came first. I had to sedate him. Mr. X was still trembling under the bed, his eyes darting around like he was seeing something I couldn't. I injected the sedative into his arm, trying to ignore everything else while the nurse cowered behind me. Just breathe. I swear to God. His eyes fluttered closed as the drug took effect. I turned towards the nurse. Where's she at? Oh, I was gonna say, she did not just fucking leave me here alone. Oh yeah, no, the Spooktober crunch is real. I've never done Spooktober. I've only played games and judged games 2 years ago. And I can tell you from an outsider, just look at it, I'm like, oh, I can feel the crunch. I can feel the munch, crunch. It's like, oof. I did crunch for Nano this year. I slept for days after that. I slept for days after Nano. You okay, Mom? My mom said being a nurse is like an honorable profession. I'm just here for the paycheck. It's okay. He's asleep. Let's get out. But as I turn to leave, yo, lady. I love you. You're fantastic. You could probably sing the next title screen cover music for AI Somnium Files, whatever the next game's gonna be, if there is a next game. You could sing the song for the title screen for that. But right now, I'm just trying to do my job. You can hold your concert somewhere else. Wait for another day. Wait till I'm not here. But as I turned to leave, the silence was shattered by the haunting sound again. The Pessidens song. I didn't want to see what happened next. Yeah, good. Let's go already. Come on, we gotta clean this up, bro. I don't get paid enough. The nurse grabbed me by the arm. We bolted out of the room, the song echoing behind us like it was chasing us down the hallway as we fled back to the nurse's station. I didn't even realize that the corridor had somehow become even darker than before. I heard about your background artist. I saw your post originally on Dev Talk, looking for background artists to like help finish the backgrounds. I didn't know you had 2 background artists. Leave. Oh my gosh, that's oof. Yeah, no, it's surprising you were able to get this done, considering the circumstances. You hate backgrounds, you had to do them all yourself. W in the chat for Grumpy and Azure for getting their projects done, despite the setbacks, despite the workload. W, shout out to Grumpy and Azure. Shout out to them. The real troopers of Spooktober. Everybody's a trooper of Spooktober. If you finished your game and submitted, you're a trooper. But W's in the chat. Props. Big W's for these 2. They're in the chat because they're in the chat right now. The song had faded, but whatever was happening in room 108 was far from over. Satria was there. He raised an eyebrow when he saw us running, but didn't ask anything. Satria, do you know anything about Mr. X's background? I mean, besides the obvious nightmare we just dealt with? Satria leaned back, his eyes fixed at the ceiling. There's a room that he used to be filthy rich. But you know, classic tale, he lost everything, bad investments, gambling, drug addiction, who knows? Really, how come? When they found him, he had this ridiculously expensive watch on him, like the kind that could pay off a car. No one's sure if he stole it, if it was him, but it's the only thing he had left. We kept hearing a gone-along song and someone singing. Satria didn't even blink and just shrugged with that exasperating nonchalantness. Maybe it's a vengeful love will haunt him, or his ex-wife, who knows? Maybe the music's just in his head, and now it's in yours too. There's no way. He's so nonchalant about this. How is this funny? Dude, you're no longer hot. That's what I'm thinking, Grumpy. I think Satria is our ghost. Unless we're the ghost. But then why would Mrs. Moyono tell us there's a ghost among you instead of just writing admit it if it's us? So I don't think it's us. I think it's probably Satria. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's all of us. The true ghost is the friends we made along the way. A ghost among us. Someone find the imposter, please. Either way, it's absolutely none of our business. I couldn't tell if he was being serious or just messing with us, but either way, it did nothing to calm the 2 of us. This is way above my pay grade. And I'm not even getting paid! Excuse the fuck me, you're not getting paid? Huh? I thought people in residency got paid. At least a little bit. Oh, that's some bullshit. Satria just smiled, that infuriating calm smile, and witlessly. They're not getting paid. We pay for the education. Fuck that. Fuck that. With the workload you gotta do, fuck that. Hell fucking no. That's a sham. Outright scam. Scam. No thank you, ma'am. Reached to the counter and poured 2 cups of tea. He handed one to the nurse and one to me. Here, drink up, it'll calm your nerves. The nurse and I exchanged a glance, still too routed to do anything. Finally, I took a sip anyway, trying to shake off my doubts and fear. The nurse did the same. If Satria could be this relaxed, maybe we could survive the rest of the night. Or maybe he was just as crazy as this place. The bells ring again. I pressed the intercom for the intercom button for room 104. I was greeted by a loud crash, the unmistakable sound of something shattering on the floor. Hello? Mrs. Salvina? Yo, what's killing her? I quickly rushed to room 104. I pushed the door open, the room was dark. Oh, damn. As I turned on the lights, I saw a cup of tea lying in pieces. There was no one else in this room but Mrs. Salvina, who was unconscious in her bed, oblivious to the mess. Jesus Christ, seriously? I crouched down to inspect the shards of glass, looking for any sign of how the cup had ended up on the floor. There was no obvious cause. No one to knock it over, no sudden movement that could have sent it crashing. It was as if it had just decided to jump off the table of sheer spite. Okay, focus. It's just a cup. Of course, there was no cleaning service in sight, which meant I was the one in charge of cleaning it. As I moved to clean up the mess, I felt a shiver run down my spine. I couldn't help but glance at the window, half expecting to see something or someone watching me from outside. Don't manifest it! And to Mrs. Salvino, thinking she could just jolt awake at any moment. Hold it together, Leah. I quickly gathered the pieces of the cup and turned to leave. Excuse the fuck me? But before I could reach for the door, I thought I heard a faint whisper. Just a breath of sound, like a warning. I froze, my heart racing as I glanced back at Mrs. Selvey. She remained still, her breathing steady but shallow. As if this night couldn't get any weirder. I quickly left the room, huffing to myself. The bells ring again. Well, what's happening? Why is she crying? I pressed the intercom button on room 101, and it was Mrs. Liam again. Her voice sounded even more urgent. Dear, there's knocking again. It's fast, like someone's trying to get in. Please, can you come in? Of course there is. I thought we'd be able to see her bruising. Ghost cat. I'm not gonna... I was gonna say something, but that would spoil said game. But you know what I'm thinking of, right? You know what I'm thinking of. You know. I hope I'm not... You know. But you know. Oh, apps. Yeah! Okay, Dad, I knew it. When I entered, the room was dim, with just the faint glow of the monitoring equipment. Mrs. Veronica Liam was sitting beside Angela's bed, her face even paler than the last time I saw her. Doctor, I'm so sorry for bothering you, but it's been happening more frequently. The knocking, it's almost like it's demanding to be let in. As if on cue, the sound stirred again, sharp, rapid knocks that seemed to rattle the window. I took a deep breath and went to the window. Here we go again. How about you don't go near the fucking sound of danger? Come on, girl. I pulled it open, half expecting to see something or someone on the other side. Once again, there was nothing. The knocking had stopped immediately as well. I'm expecting something to be outside that window at some point. It's fine, ma'am. There's nothing out there. Mrs. Liam shook her head, her eyes welling up with tears. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm losing it. I've been so stressed out. Thank you, Nightbot, for doing your job for once. My gosh. We love Nightbot. Oh, the light keeps... Maybe I have a ghost in my room. The light keeps being messed with here. Oh my. My baby, I wasn't there for her. My job with all the pressures on social media kept me too busy. I abandoned her when she needed me the most. What do you mean? Maybe it's just my guilt haunting me. What do you mean? What do you mean? For a moment, I wasn't sure what to say. An ICU where people died and went to critical condition seemed to feed on fear and guilt, twisting into something that could reach out and touch you in the dark. What's important is that you were here right by her side during this critical time, ma'am. She nodded, but expression didn't change. The knock had stopped, but the unease lingered. After excusing myself from room 101, I walked back to the nurse's station. Oh, still dead on the inside, clearly. She got over the incident in room 108 pretty quickly. The nurse was sitting there alone, tapping her pen on the desk, looking more bored than anything else. When she saw me approach, her eyes lit up. I wondered if she wanted to ask about Mrs. Liam. You know Mrs. Liam? Who doesn't? She leaned in close about to spill some tea. Yo, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Word is that Veronica Liam was having an affair with some famous actor. Big name in the industry. Her husband found out, and that's why he's nowhere to be seen. Left her to deal with everything on her own, even his own kid. Can you believe that? Oh, so that's why he's not here. Yep, rumor has it the whole thing was a huge scandal, but they kept it hush-hush because, you know, reputation, all that. But everything in the know, but everyone's in the know. Well, everyone in the know? Well, they know. How do you know? I felt a sudden playful smack. That did not sound too playful. On the back of my head and turned around to see Satria grinning like a mischievous kid. No more gasping on the job, Dr. Leo. You're supposed to be the professional here, or I'll tell on you. I rolled my eyes, rubbing the spot where he bonked me. Yes, sir. I was just, you know, gathering intel. Sure, let's call it that. He chuckled as he strolled down the hallway, disappearing into the shadows. Try to keep it classy, okay? Ooh, it's Friday 6 a.m. The end of my first grueling night shift. I was ready to head home, barely able to keep my eyes open when I noticed Satria standing by the exit. His silhouette framed by the morning sun almost seemed different somehow. He waved me over with a faint smile. Yo, kid, thanks for everything. I didn't do that much? Yeah, but still, thanks. Okay, it sounds like you're saying goodbye. Yeah, he was the ghost, for sure, the ghost. There's still some more shifts in the future. Nah, you won't see me again after today. Take care of yourself, alright? Yo, typical ghost things. Disappearing into the light. Before I could ask what he meant, he gave me a final wave, stepping into the sunlight. And then, just like that, he was gone. No footsteps fading, no doors closing, just gone. I stood there, my mind spinning. Had I just imagined it? The night had been long, sure, but this felt strange. Everything can wait later. For now, bed. As I collapsed onto my couch, still thinking about Satria's strange words, my mindlessly scrolled through my phone. That's when I saw it. Satria Dominic, a medical resident, dies in a single motorcycle accident at 7 p.m. last night. What? What? Huh? Bro, what? Yo, he still came to work? We were working together at 9 p.m., weren't we? He was still alive then, right? I scrolled through the comments, heart pounding. People were mourning him, talk about how kind he was, etc. But if he died last night, then who was with me on the shift? And he's very dedicated. He wasn't even gonna get paid for that. A chill crept up my spine as I replayed our final conversation in my mind. His calm words, the way he disappeared into the sunlight. Was it real? Had I just worked an entire shift with Satria's ghost? I leaned back and closed my eyes, whispering a solemn prayer for Satria, for his peace and his journey, whatever it was now taking him. Satria had worked so hard only to be lost to the very ground he had struggled against. I sighed, staring out into the early morning light, unsure of what the future would bring. I wonder if I would end up like him. One thing was for certain though, I would never forget him. I would never forget this odd shift at the ICU. Normal ending. Choco epilogue. Hey yo! Yo, he's all good! Yay! I got the normal ending though. Wait, how many endings are there? Hold on. I gotta see. Yeah, he can't stop the grind for real, for real. Listen, we live in a society where we have to always constantly go into work, even if we're like sick or dying, or if we're actually dead. Mr. Joko Moyono returned to the hospital for his follow-up, and after his appointment, came over to me in the hallway. Yo, not gonna lie, he's looking kind of good. I can see why his wife fell in love with him. He's looking kind of, he's a silver fox, bro. He's looking kind of good. My God, I'm just saying. He aged gracefully, for real, for real. He was holding a beautifully decorated music box. Dr. Leah, I just want to thank you for everything. My wife, she loved this music box. It was her favorite, and I'd like to give it to you. Mr. Moyono, I really don't know what to say. He smiled gently, holding out the box. It's fine, doctor. She always said it brought her peace, and I think she'd want someone like you to take care of it. I don't have any children to pass to anyway. I carefully took the music box from him. I'll treasure it, I promise. Yo! Oh, they're so cute! There's also a special hidden ending. Excuse me? You know, when I first met her, I never imagined how much she changed my life. We didn't have children, but we had each other. That's enough for me. Oh my God. I hope one day you'll find someone who loves you just as much as she loved me. Yeah, not happening. I'm dedicated to the job. I love the, I'm married to the job. His words hung in the air and I felt a lump in my throat. Thank you. He gave me one last smile before turning to leave. As I stood there with the music box in my hands, I could feel all the memories it held. It made me think about the kind of life I wanted to build too. Oh. Okay, let me pause real. Alright, this is just the third time we're fizzing 101 to see what happens. Mrs. Liam came through, her voice packed. Doctor, the knocking, it's back. It's so loud now and it sounds angry. Please help. I'm on my way. I grabbed my stethoscope, not sure what good it would do against angry spirits, and I headed down the hallway. What was I supposed to do, politely ask the ghost to knock quieter? Oh, Jesus. When I entered room 101, Mrs. Liam was huddled in the corner, trembling, her finger shakily pointing at the window. There! I walked to the window, steeling myself for another round of absolutely nothing. I yanked... Boom! Right in the fucking face, you stupid fucking kid! How fucking dare you! A pale face shot up from the darkness outside. A child's face, except there were no eyes. That sounds like a personal problem, and I don't know why he's taking his anger out on me or the patients here. And yeah, instantly death, the ghost shouted, like, how fucking dare you? Who do you think you are? Just empty, hollow sockets staring right at me. I gasped, nearly tripping over myself as I stumbled backwards. Mrs. Liam was sobbing in the corner. Angela shifted in her sleep, her small body twitching under the sheets, groaning as if in pain. Oh, I'm gonna make sure this fucking kid does not see heaven. I'm gonna make sure he goes down to the pits of fucking hell where he belongs. My heart was still racing from the eyeless kid at the window, but it got worse when I heard it. Soft, eerie laughter. Yo! What the fuck? Yo, he don't even got any feet! Shit, I would be mad too if I didn't have feet. Angela! Come play with me. I froze. Come on, Angela. Don't you want to play? I glanced at Angela. Her groans were getting louder, like she was trying to escape something in her sleep. Angela, come play. Just let go. Don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let go. Then I could see it, a faint shimmering light pulling away from Angela, her soul rising like a wisp of smoke, drawn toward the ghost child. Yo! Somebody grab that kid! Yo, grab him! No! Oh! And just like that, she's gone. Give her back! Get away from her! But Angela's mother, still huddled in the corner, was oblivious to whatever was happening to Angela. Yo, why do I gotta seem like the crazy one here? She's like I should record this with Tic Tac, right? She just stared at the ghost kid, her face twisted in fear, not even realizing the danger her daughter was in. Angela! Fight it! You can't go with him! What's happening? The ghost child turned, grinning wider, his eyeless sockets boring into me. She wants to play, just like I do. Angela's soul followed the ghost, and the ghost kid laughed. He pointed at Mrs. Liam. She doesn't love you! You never had time for her. Angela's better off dead, so you can live a new life with that uncle. Excuse me? The ghost kid howled, his laughter ringing in the air. Mrs. Liam, help her! Help Angela! I tried to prevent them from getting out of the room, but the darkness around us thickened. I could feel it wrapping around me, pulling me back. I'm so sorry, dear. Oh! You don't get to say that now, Mom! Oh, yo! You never cared about me! You were too busy with your stupid modeling career. See? I'm right, aren't I? I waited for you. I thought you loved me enough to come back, but you didn't. I didn't know. I was wrong. Please, Angela, come back to me. Angela shook her head. She shook her head, tears streaming from her empty eye sockets. It's too late for that. You'll never understand. I wanted you to care. And now you will know why this killed me. Angela likes me more. We'll be best buddies. We can play forever and ever. No more staying at home alone. Just fun and games with me. For a moment, I could see Angela hesitating, looking back at her mother. The ghost kid jumped in, his cackles screeching like nails on a chalkboard. Your mom doesn't love you. She only cares about herself. Come with me, Angela. We can have so much fun together. Oh, Mrs. Liam was a mess of tears and desperation. No, Angela, please, I love you. I want you back. Did the game save recently? What time is it? The most recent save is probably this one. Angela, your mom has suffered enough. Look at this. I grabbed Mrs. Liam's hand and showed her all the bruises she had. Angela stared in horror, not knowing what her mother had gone through. You need to go back to your body, to your mom. You can't just leave her like this. Angela's eyes flickered with a moment of hesitation, but the ghost kid tugged on her hand, whispering something in her ear. She looked at her mom one last time. I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't know. Daddy beat you up, didn't he? And yet you stayed with him because of me. You can be free now. Free from Daddy, from me. Yo, no! Oh! Oh, man! You know that makes sense. You don't show a kid bruises. With that, Angela turned and walked away with the ghost kid, her form fading into the darkness as her body in the bed began to tremble. Yo, no, everything's fucking trembling. What is this, an earthquake? The monitors were beeping as her vitals plummeted. Her panic surged through me as I rushed to Angela's bedside and grabbed the intercom. Code blue. Satria, nurse! Just like you called nurse. Satria and the nurse came running into the room, their faces grim as they saw Angela's lifeless body. We worked quickly, performing chest compressions, giving her oxygen, everything we could to bring her back. But deep down, I knew it was hopeless. Angela's soul had already left. Damn! I'm sorry, Mom. Ma'am. Not Mom. Wrong one. Time of death. Miss Leon crumbled to the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. Angela's voice echoed in the room, so soft I almost thought I had imagined it. I loved you, Mom. Please be free. I did that. I fucked up. I stumbled out of Angela's room, my hands shaking as the weight of everything finally hit me. I knew that being a doctor meant we'd see countless deaths, but I could not stop my tears from flowing after experiencing the events that transpired tonight firsthand. All I could hear was Angela's voice, her final words to her mom, the sound of the flatline ringing in my ears. This isn't happening, poor Angela. I heard footsteps approaching. Before I could gather myself, I felt a hand resting gently on my shoulder. Not footsteps approaching. Yeah, can she kill Dad? Like, if you're gonna be a ghost, dude, kill Dad. Kill the abusive husband. Satria, you did your best, kid. I saw her leave. I saw the ghost child. I couldn't do anything. She's gone, just like that. Comes with a job. Sometimes, no matter how hard we try, some things are just out of our control. We're doctors, not gods. But she was just a kid. I know. You did everything you could. More than most would. Let that be enough. Yeah, where the fuck have you been at the whole time, dude? He's just been doing ghostly things. For once, there was no sarcasm from him, just a quiet understanding. And somehow, that made me cry even harder. Satria stood there, silent, letting me cry it out, no pressure. Just there. Angela dies. Oh, it's the same one? Yeah. Okay, well... That's the newest one. Stupid fucking kid. Your mom loves you! Angela, listen to me. Your mom loves you. If she doesn't, she won't be here when your father she won't be here when your father doesn't. Angela's soul paused, uncertainty flickering in her eyes as she glanced at her mother. So sorry, Angela. I've been working to escape this hellhole with your father. You know that he beats me. Jesus Christ. But I wanted to get away, to take you with me so I can pay for your food and school. But in my work, I forgot how much you needed me. I'm so sorry. She's just saying that because she's scared of losing you. Don't let him trick you, Angela. You're stronger than this. I don't know. You're loved. You deserve a chance to be happy here with your mom. Don't let him take you away. And slowly, Angela's soul started to drift back toward her body. No! Angela! Don't be boring! Stay with me! Yeah, punch the ghost, please. Yo, she's awake! She's like, what's up, Mom? What's going on? But I love my mommy. And if Daddy's hurting Mommy, then she doesn't have anyone but me. Punt the ghost kid for real. Punt him like a football. Mrs. Liam rushed her daughter's side, cradling her as tears streamed down her face. Angela, oh my God, you're okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby. I've been such a terrible mother. I thought working was the only way to save us, but I wasn't there for you when you needed me the most. Angela, so groggy, blinked slowly as she leaned into her mother's hug, her small hands grasping weakly at Mrs. Liam's shirt. It's okay, Mommy. I missed you so much. Now we're gonna kill your dad and eat him. Oh my God, not cannibalism. Let's not go that far. We're not that deranged. I've been running away from our problems, but no more. I'm leaving him. We're leaving. I promise I'll make it right. I'll make everything right. Look, otherwise it's the waste of me. Oh no. Angela's eyes fluttered closed for a moment, but this time it wasn't from exhaustion, but it was from peace. She smiled weakly, nodding as she nuzzled into her mother's shoulder. For the first time, the room was filled with warmth instead of fear. Yet you still look traumatized, babes. The ghost kid was gone, his angry presence fading into nothingness, and all that was left was the mother and daughter finally together. I think I did a pretty good job there. Thank you, Doctor. I don't know what would happen if you hadn't been here. I'm just glad you're both okay. Thank you, Dr. Lady. And Mr. Doctor as well. What do you mean? When I was out there, you know, outside my body, I saw Mr. Doctor. He was hovering around. Hovering? What do you mean? He wasn't walking, he was just there, floating, and he looked different. Oh, this is where we get told it's him. Kind of like he wasn't really there, but at the same time, he was pulling the little kid to get away from me. Satria! Oh! That was odd. I didn't see Satria around. Really, but I didn't see him at all tonight. Me neither, but I'll keep an eye on him. I think he's going to the old man's room next. Maybe you'll catch him visit there often. But the kid said everything. But the kid said everyone is afraid of the scary ghost lady waiting Kabaya, so she probably needs to go first. Okay. Something wasn't right about Satria, and now Angela had seen it too. I wonder what actually happened. Angela lives. Angela epilogue, let's go! Okay. So, old lady needs to go first. Then Angela? And then maybe Mr. X's ghost. If I read that right. A few days later, I bumped into Angela and her mom in the hospital. Oh! Upgrade. Went from a yellow sweater turtleneck to a blue turtleneck. That's what I'm talking about. Angela looks so much healthier, happier. Her mother smiled at me and I could see the relief in her eyes. Doctor, thank you for everything. It's nothing really, so what happens now? We're moving abroad soon, just the two of us. Just the two of us? Starting over away from her dad. I glanced at Angela, who gave me a big grin. It was clear they were ready for a new beginning. That's great, I'm really happy for the both of you. Angela's mom pulled out her phone with a grin. Oh, come on, let's take a quick video together. Before I could protest, she recorded a short clip of the three of us thanking me for saving her daughter. Angela smiled happily and I awkwardly waved at the camera. And there we go, upload. You're gonna be famous now. Great, just what I needed, ma'am. Hey, at least it's good. It's for something good. Oh, was she holding a teddy bear? Yo, look at that teddy bear. Goodbye, pretty doctor. See you again. Feel free to DM me if you need anything, doc. A collab, whatever. Collab? As they walked away, it felt a warmth in my chest. It was a reminder that things really can get better. And then we got Joko epilogue. Okay. Okay, I think I get it. Ooh, somebody needs it. Okay. So what I'm assuming is here's the thing. Not Joko. Satria said whenever room 108 pops up, go to it. Because it's urgent, essentially. Oh, Kabaya is a traditional outfit. Wait, is it Mr. X's ghost? Is that who Mr. X, that maybe she was referring to Mr. X's ghost? Good evening, sir. It's Dr. Lee. What's going on? Okay, we're gonna go there first. Bitch. person. Hey, don't knock yourself. You're one person. You did a fantastic job for someone, for one man team. Yeah, one man show. She's coming. All right. Oh, I forgot about this lady. Ooh. You bought the auto from Humboldt. Nice. I forgot about this lady. And then we do this. We figured this out. I feel like we need to do certain things here. Go in the rooms in a certain order. And then here, I know here, we have to go to Joko's room. Oh, wait, oh! Interesting. We don't find that out. We don't find out she's a ghost. We have to go to her multiple times before that. Let me make sure. Look. Something was at this time his voice. Okay, so I pressed the intercom from room 108. Something was different. This time the voice was calm. It's over, Doc. I rushed to his room. When I got there, my stomach dropped. Okay. Mr. X had disconnected all of his equipment, the monitors flatlining behind him. He stood by the window trying to pry it open, hands trembling with determination. Sir, what are you doing? He didn't answer, just kept fumbling with the window latch like a possessed man. The room felt colder and heavier, and then I heard it. The pestilent singing again. The haunting melody slithered through the air, growing louder. Bitch! Yo, nice tat, though. Nice fucking tattoo. Don't like the arms, though. Do not like how your hands look, lady. And just like that, she appeared, her figure materializing in the room, moving closer with every note. She was beautiful in the most unsettling way, her smile wide, her eyes dark and empty. Mr. X whipped around, pointing at her with a trembling hand. You're dead. This isn't real, you're not real. With a woman smile only smiled wider. I don't know why I didn't get that the first time. A slow, creeping smile that spread to her ears, contorting her face into something grotesque and humane. Her eyes locked onto him, and the air in the room felt like it was being sucked out. No! This isn't real! The woman stepped closer, still singing. She raised a hand toward him, her fingers curling like she was about to claim him. Then she whispered, Gendendra? Fatima? Her smile widened even further, condensed with a malice and just dripping with venom. Before I could react, her hand shot out, wrapping around his throat. Oh my god! Yo, those teeth! Mr. Genendra's eyes bulged as he gasped for air, his hands clawing frantically at her grip. Stop! I screamed, rushing forward, trying to pull her off of him. But as I grabbed her, she turned, face twisting into something horrific. Her beautiful features morphed into a monstrous figure. Her eyes were now black pits, too wide for her face with sharp, jagged teeth. The air grew thick with the stench of decay. I'm not gonna butcher that. She tightened her grip around his throat, and Gendra's face turned a sickening shade of blue. Yo, what? I yanked at her arms, but it was like trying to move a rock. Mr. Genendra's choked gasp filled the room, his eyes begging for mercy, but the ghost, Fatima, whatever she had become, only laughed. I fumbled for the intercom, my hands shaking, pressed the buttons, barely managed to croak out the words, "Help, anybody!" Yo, yeah, help us? Within moments, Satria burst into him, prayer beads in one hand and a small pouch of salt in the other. Without a word, he threw the salt across the room, the grains catching in the air like tiny sparks. The ghost woman, Fatima, screeched an ear-piercing wail that made my skin crawl. Yeah, ghosts exercising ghosts, fighting fire with fire. Her monstrous figure twisted and contorted as if the very air was burning her. With one last deafening shriek, she vanished, leaving behind nothing but an icy chill in the room. Mr. Genendra slumped to the floor, gasping for breath, his body trembling. Great. Satria, unfazed, tucked the prayer beads back into the pocket, wiping his hands on his scrubs like he had just taken out the trash. Well, he did, so. I rushed to Mr. Genendra's side as Satria administered his meds, and he was already calming down once more. We carried him back to his bed. Satria, she said, not gonna butcher that. What does that even mean? Satria's face darkened, his usual sarcasm replaced by a grim seriousness. Probably you offered me up and now you have to pay the price. That woman, she might have been a tumble, a sacrifice in some kind of ritual. Excuse me, what? A ritual? Sacrifice? She was my girlfriend. I used her for a ritual to get rich. You dumb motherfucker. You deserve what's getting to you. You deserve what's coming to you. I didn't think she'd come back. My blood ran cold. This wasn't just a ghost. This was revenge. Now everything's going wrong. I've lost everything. Just leave me alone. I don't need all of those injections. Satria just shook his head. It's our job to treat you, sir. Whatever you did in the past, you need to atone for it. Without waiting for an argument, Satria quickly administered a sedative. Mr. Genendra's eyelids fluttered as he drifted off into unconsciousness. You've got a lot more to answer for when you wake up. As we stepped out of the room, I couldn't shake the weight of what just happened. Ritualism is still prevalent in Asia right until now, and people do sacrifice in some areas. What? Oh my god. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I never thought someone like that still exists in this day and age. His own girlfriend. What kind of person does that? People do anything for money. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm desperate for money, but not that desperate. Curious, I pulled out my phone and Googled Gendra's name. What I found sent chills down my spine. He was some sort of CEO for a startup, living the high life. I stumbled upon his social media, filled with pictures of him and a woman named Fatima. They looked so happy. Well, before everything went south, that is. Yeah, sociopaths would resort to sacrificing their loved ones for money. Or really just sacrificing their loved ones in general. For their own gain. Blah. It felt wrong to see those smiling faces now, knowing what happened. This dude had it all. I can't believe it. Yeah, now he's left to atone for his mistakes. Mr. X lives. Bell rings again. I pressed the intercom button. Room 110. Room 10, what's going on? A familiar voice caught my attention. Satria's. Let's go. I assure you, Mrs. Molyono, your husband is stable and recovering well. I peeked through the small window in the door and saw Mrs. Molyono, her ghostly figure shimmering faintly in the flickering light. Relief washed over her face as she listened. Did he know she was a ghost? Oh, thank goodness. I can't bear leaving him alone. He needs me, he can't do anything without me. You've done everything you can. He'll be okay. The doctors are keeping a close eye on him. What if he forgets? What if he wakes up and doesn't remember how to take care of himself? Oh, I can't stand the thought of him alone. So helpless. I'm sure he'll remember what to do, and he'll remember you too. Doctor, I've always been there for him. Through everything. He can't cook. He can't clean. Such a hopeless man. What if he needs me and I'm not there? I can't bear the thought of him struggling alone. Everyone give Grumpy some hugs. Hugs in the chat for Grumpy. I'm infertile. We don't have children. Who would take care of him? I figured that was the case. We'll make sure he's taken care of. Mrs. Moliono sighed. Doctor, do you think he feels me? He knows, yeah. Do you think he knows I'm here? I'm sure the connection between you two is stronger than ever. Than anything. I see. That's a relief. What about you, Doctor? Who did you leave behind? At that moment, my heart dropped. What did she mean? I too have unfinished responsibilities before I go to the other side. I felt the world spin before me as realization struck. Satria was one of them. A ghost trapped between realms, still tied to the living. All this time, I thought I was working alongside with my senior, but no, he was an apparition carrying the weight of his unfinished business. Oh, I'm so sorry, Grumpy. What the hell is happening? Without thinking, I turned on my heel and bolted down the hallway. Whoa! I ran past the nurse's station. I saw the nurse, looking confused as heck. Was she a ghost too? Leah, wait! No! Get away! I reached the elevator and was about to press the button when Satria appeared. The elevator was dead. I was stuck. Please, you need to listen to me. What the hell are you? Am I dead too? Is everyone dead already? No, not everyone in the ICU is dead. And what about you? I died on my way to the shift. Motorcycle accident. It was quick. One when I was driving the next, I found myself in the ICU. What do you mean you found yourself? You just showed up here? Exactly. I was confused at first. I thought I was just having a weird dream or something. Then I saw the patients, the nurses, and I realized I was still here, in a sense. Working. Why? I paid a lot for this. My family has sacrificed so much for me to become a doctor. I can't just die now. But, of course, you wouldn't understand. Both of your parents are highly esteemed specialists. My parents aren't anyone important in the medical field. I endured endless shifts, grueling nights, and terrible treatment from seniors who didn't care about anything but their own egos. So here, fix your head. Fix your neck, dude. I worked myself to the bone trying to prove I was worthy, and now I'm dead because I was sleepy that one time. This isn't fair. I wanted to comfort him, but the pain in his voice silenced me. I didn't understand because I didn't want to be here in the first place. But Satria wanted this. I wanted to make a difference, damn it, not become a ghost in the hospital. It feels like a punishment for all those late nights and missed meals. So, what do you want me to do? Tell them. Tell everyone what happened to me. Look at me, Leah. Oh. 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 I think he needs to fix more than his head at this point, Grumpy. He needs to fix every bone in his body. That motorcycle accident fucked him up. Dude, were you even wearing your helmet? As Satria spoke, his figure began to shift and contort. I'm just gonna save probably a screenshot of this later. And contort before my eyes. The confident, lively doctor I knew had faded away, replaced by a frail, emaciated version of himself. His skin clung to his bones, and dark circles hung under his eyes, evidence of countless sleepless nights. Suddenly, his body twisted again. I gasped as bruises erupted around his skin. Vivid marks from the accident that had claimed his life. His skull had appeared almost split in two. I took a step back, horrified. This is what overworking does to you. No, there's no way. Tell them that to them. The ones who set these shifts with minimal staff and unbelievable hours. Well, it doesn't matter to me now. I'm dead. You're what's left. Where was the accident, Satria? He hesitated for a moment, the shadows flickering across his face. It was on the highway, just outside the city. I was rushing to my shift, trying to make it on time. As his words trailed away, everything around me began to blur, and I felt a familiar pull as reality slipped away. The next thing I knew, I was waking up in my own bedroom, somehow still in my work attire. My heart raced. I remembered Satria's words. I leaped out of bed. I needed to get to the accident site. Wait for me, Senior. Arriving at the accident site, I could see remnants of the crash, shattered glass, twisted metal, a broken motorcycle, and Satria's body. Just like how I saw him, but this time he was lifeless. Taking a deep breath, I pulled out my phone, my hands trembling as I dialed for help. This is Leah. I'm at the accident site on the highway. I need an ambulance and the police, please. There's a man down here and he's not breathing. He's long gone, sweetheart. You'd be like, he's dead. There's a dead man here. You don't need to say he's not breathing. He's long gone. Don't give them hope. After I hung up, I glanced back at Satria's body. I gently checked for any signs of life, but I already knew the truth. There was no way he could have survived. After a few moments that felt like an eternity, I heard the sound of sirens approaching in the distance. Satria's story is an honor to my senior. This is what happened to him. This is what happened to him? He died on a motorcycle crash going to work because he was sleepy. And he was late, so he was kind of speeding. His wife said the man worked as an Uber because residents don't get paid. Wow. Are you fucking for real? That's insane. That's fucking insane. I watched them work with thoughts. I can't get over that. I hope your senior is resting in peace. I don't know. I'm not a very religious or spiritual person, so I feel like my words ring hollow here, but I'm sorry for your loss, and I hope your senior is resting as peacefully as one can given the circumstances. Jesus Christ, that's fucking awful. You're working such a demanding job with very little help because for some reason the hospitals love to just always understaff. And you just go through, let's go through hell and back with these shifts. And then you're always constantly tired, always hungry. Because when do you get a break? Because they get understaffed. You have so many patients to attend to, so many things to do when you're not attending to patients. It's like, my God, when do you get time to like just breathe and eat and just take care of yourself? Yeah, understaffed and underpaid and put under so much pressure. And yeah, these people are supposed to be like saving lives and taking care of people, but they're not able to even take care of themselves. How is that fair? You know? The healthcare industry is just fucked. I didn't know if any of them was real. I didn't know if any of them were real, but what I know is the scene in front of me was real. Satria asked me for a favor. It's time for me to make sure that nothing like this happened again in the future. In the months after Satria's tragic death, I made it my mission to share her story. I couldn't let his struggles go unnoticed. Well, you did. Don't worry, you shared his story. That's very fuck. That's so fuck. I started talking to other doctors, including my own parents, encouraging them to open up about their experience and push for a change. Together, we gathered evidence of the long hours and tough conditions that came with the job. We shared our stories at meetings and wrote articles to raise awareness about the need for better working conditions and healthcare. Slowly but surely, people started to listen. The hospital administration took notice, and they finally launched an initiative to improve our working conditions. They set limits on our hours, created better rest areas, and offered more mental health support. Good! Aww. On the anniversary of Satria's death, I organized a small memorial. Friends, colleagues, and family came together to share stories about the impact he had. As we lit candles in his memory, I felt a warm breeze. It was almost as if like Satria was here with us, smiling from the heavens. Satria's special ending. Angela epilogue. Hey, yo, Angela! A few days later, I bumped into Angela and her mom. And oh, yeah, I've got this one. Mr. X epilogue. I don't know if I want it. I don't care. I don't know if I want to know what happened to this guy. I sat on my couch watching TV. It had been a few weeks since Mr. X or Ganendra had been released from the hospital. The news had reported his imprisonment for drug trafficking, and I never heard about him since. Wait, what's this? In a tragic development, Ganendra Sanjaya was found dead in his prison cell earlier today. The cause of death is currently unknown, but sources say there was a woman's handprint around his neck when his body was discovered. Damn! We may have expelled the demon, but only in the hospital. Damn, she wanted his ass. Fuck, yo! Shout out to the ghost. Shout out to Fatima. Dedication pays off. He had it coming. No, for real, he had it coming. I felt a chill run down my spine. Fatima. Had she truly claimed him in the end? The screen displayed a photo of Mr. X alongside a beautiful woman. The anchor continued detailing how Ganendra's fall from grace had shocked the community. Good end. Yeah, this is a good ending here. People had once admired him as a successful CEO, and no one knew how he became a drug addict. Hey, when you're rich, I guess you just do drugs. Still, he had made choices that led him down this path, and it was hard to pity someone who hurt his girlfriend for wealth. Exactly. I can't feel bad for the guy. He sacrificed his loving girlfriend for money so he can get more drugs instead of getting help. Which drug addiction is much more complicated than that. It's tough to break, but when you start sacrificing people, the ones you love, you lose my sympathy. Lose my sympathy, brother. I'm just saying. You start hurting the people around you, you lose my sympathy. Fatima should have just said, this asshole killed me, and then you double team him. Yeah, no, she just said those words. Hey, if she sung those words, I would have been like, you know what, let's fucking go. WWE style, bro. Hell in a cell. Did Fatima find him at last, reclaiming what she had lost, or was it a manifestation of his guilt? I guess I would never know. I'm guessing this is like if you talk to Jesus. If you talk to if you go visit the lady 3 times. But no, I'm quite satisfied with that actually.